pause. Top four. Got my super malt here. One of the best drinks in the world, and we have the meal right here. Guys, press pause. We need the meal for this. I know for some this may seem a bit offensive, a bit rude, but desperate times come for desperate measures. So I've got a Nigerian breakfast right here, you know, just a little Nigerian meal right here. So top four. United need this more than Chelsea. That doesn't mean that Chelsea don't need this W. Let me be real, guys. We're rolling at 50 frames per second. You can see how fresh I am. We're rolling at 50 frames per second. 25 frames are for the losers. This is 50 frames per second. Make sure the setting is 50 frames per second. You've got a meal, you've got a drink, preferably your boy Super Malt, okay? Because we ride with Super Malt. This is how we ride. Let me take a little sip. Top four. United need this more. United need this more. United have lost their last two games. One of which was a total beatdown 4-0 by Everton. And the other one was a simple 2-0 victory by Man City. So, if there is a team that needs to react and also maintain top four because of the win, it's United. Sorry, but it's what they need. So what do we have now? Tottenham, I believe, decided to lose this game because they're focusing on the Champions League. Chelsea, 67 points. Arsenal, 66. United, 64. So Chelsea have... So Chelsea can go equal on points with Tottenham. Not exactly go, because Tottenham have a better GD than them. So if we're coming into this game and we go based on recent form, I think we have to ride with Chelsea being favourites for this game. Should have beaten Burnley. That didn't happen. It's cool. Two minds here, but really I think you have to be professional. But let's just talk about the two minds. You win the Europa League, you automatically qualify for the Champions League. That's how it works. I don't make the rules, that's just how it works. Is it smart for Chelsea to completely put every single golden goose into the basket and focus on the Europa League? Apparently Luka Jovic can't get Jovic is in and out, and apparently he can't get, he may not play for Frankfurt, but that's also the one side. It's there, Europa League is there. But that would not be wise, because let me be real with you, and I think United fans will agree with me in this. If Chelsea beat United fail to make top four. And I believe that would be seriously almost cataclysmic for their recruiting process this summer. United need top four and Champions League status to recruit players. It's important. How many players are going to go to Man United knowing that they don't have European football? United do not hold that sway. United are not big enough to attract the best of the best without European football. I'm sorry. The world does not work like that. This is 2019. Sorry. You need top four. You need top four. So never, ever have I seen a top four race as crazy as this. The degree to which teams are losing and dropping points, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So I think Arsenal lost their last game. United have lost their last game. Tottenham have lost their last game. So Chelsea, who didn't lose the last game, they drew it, but before they drew that game, they lost the game before that. So do you know what's so weird? The form of these guys going for top four is just as bad as those in the relegation zone. Because normally, guys at the higher end of the table, even the top four, they're winning, hoping if somebody will drop points. But the form of these guys is similar to relegation zone, where if anybody wins, that's be a huge thing because everybody did that losing or drawing. So it's all on the table there. It's huge. It's massive. People need to ride. Let's start first with United. Who's to blame? Is it Solskjaer? Is it the players? Is it the lack of skill of the players? Or is it because certain players already know that they're going to be leaving, so they don't need to give 100%? Who knows? But Solskjaer has a job to do. We're not at the summer yet. We're right now in the thick of it, end of April. And this is a critical win game. It's not a must-win game for United. This is, you have to win. It's not must-win, you just have to win. You simply have to get 3 points. So for United, I think that, what Solskjaer will want for his team is, I think we've got to go into the whole psychosis. Do you guys want this? How much do you want to play for the shirt? Do you want to bleed? Do you want to bleed for the shirt or not? Yes or no? Because there has definitely been questions about efforts. I'm not big on running and trying hard because for me, I still believe that this is a skill-based sport and it's about being smart, intelligent, and highly skilled. But beyond that, in order to show your best display skill-wise, intelligence-wise, mental-wise, you have to give an effort. You have to try. You have to have the will. Without that will, you won't be able to show your skill. Hey, all right. So Solskjaer has to get the best out of a Labille, the best out of a Martial, the best out of a Rashford, the best out of a Lingard. There's only so much you can do with Ashley Young. For me, I think that he should even play on Ashley Young. But it's like, it's so one of those weird things. I mean, do you want to risk going with a back three, try and do like a 3-5-2? I think that may be something that Solskjaer may have tried in some other games where drop on Ashley Young. How well do we do with 3-5-2? How well do we do a 4-5-1? Let's just try and just change the shape, because trust me, that is a big way in changing how the team can play and how they can operate. Is changing the entire shape of the teams. Maybe the shape itself, the formation itself isn't right. But pertaining to this game, for United and for Old Trafford and so forth, they need to they need to be sharper. They need to connect with one another. They need to trust one another, because I think what's missing from United is a lack of chemistry. There's a lack of understanding. And my issue is that, what you see in the training ground surely should translate onto the pitch. So there is a disconnect happening with what Solskjaer is seeing on the training ground, which obviously and hopefully it's all right, and then actually seeing what's happening on that pitch. But for United, man, I mean, really, I believe their strategy and their tactic for this game is trying to get to that defense as quickly as possible and trying to cause as much into that defense as quickly as possible. And I think those early dangerous crosses into the box are going to be very key, because Chelsea's defense is a weak point. It is a soft spot, and I think that defense is a defense that still has issues. And as you saw especially with the second goal that Chelsea conceded against Burnley, if you put in good crosses into the box and it gets bodied into the box, Luiz, Christensen, and Rudiger have shown that their positioning can be a bit wayward, and they can, and they have shown that they lose their men. So I think for United, man, all roads lead through Pogba. He is the driving force of the team. He's the creative force of the team. He's the guy that makes things happen. And most times that United score, or most times that United do any good things, it originates from what Paul Labille Pogba does. But I think everything can be put on Pogba. You have to have other guys who come and really try and help him and elevate him, because the only way you're going to get the best out of Pogba is by getting the best out of the players that are around him. Now, let's look at Chelsea. You see, they're in a top position, but I just think Chelsea just have, because top four is critical. Whatever way Chelsea get it is critical. Europa League will be nice. And Zad knows that he needs to deliver that Europa League, 100%. He knows that is one of his priorities. Europa League would be nice. Of course, the Champions League is a great bonus, but that trophy would be nice. But I believe that a strong priority is to just get top four. Top four is very important. First off, for the money and the status and the recruitment process. I know transfer ban, I get it. But I think for Chelsea, I think the tactic in this game should be following in the footsteps of what Man City did. Chelsea know that they can keep the ball better than United because they've got better skilled players, especially in midfield, than United. So for Chelsea, keep that ball, hold on to that ball for dear life, make the ball walk, make it originate, make it happen, make it flow. And I think if they're able to do that and they're able to ride with that, bro, man, I think that in itself is how I think potentially, probably, Chelsea can make it through. I believe that's how Chelsea can make it through. So, in my view, personally, how do I think this is going to go? I think if Chelsea can control the game and just, use that, put the ball in dangerous positions, I would still say Giroud, man. Because I agree with you, I think either Giroud or Higuaín was going to be dangerous, but I keep calling it, still say Giroud. And I think Giroud, especially against United, who show that they are leaking goals and they're just not as robust in defense as they normally were, I think is going to be to Chelsea's advantage. So, if it was me, I would say start with Giroud. Obviously, everything speaks for itself. I think Kante is going to be huge. I think if Kante drives forward from that main midfield, they keep hold of the ball, they drive forward with Kante. Kante connects well with Zad. Willian and Giroud. I think we can ride. So, are United going to lose 3 games back to back? No, I don't think they could. Even if I think Chelsea have a great chance to beat them, I think I already know the score for this game. This is going to be a draw. This is going to be a score draw, and I'm going to say 2-2. I'm going to say 2-2. I think we're going to see goals in this game. I think it's going to be pretty openish, but I don't feel United have enough to just straight up beat Chelsea. I think there's still a lot of issues with United, and I think the outside noise has definitely been affecting them. But I think Chelsea, even if I feel Chelsea should beat them, I feel like Chelsea are the better team, have the better players, and will have the best player on the pitch in your boy Zad. And I think Zad should put the sword to them. And Chelsea have a great chance of... I told you, if Chelsea beats United, it's over. That's it. Chelsea and United don't get top for the season. And 3 losses back-to-back, that's deep. That is deep. So, or is it 4? I am going to say 2-2, which is bad for Chelsea because I think Chelsea take advantage of Tottenham dropping points. But 2-2. That's how I think it's going to flow. So, guys, I won't be. But after the match, because I'm going to be in the office because I'm working on Sunday. So, remember, follow me on Twitch. It will be in the description box below. I will be doing a live post-match reaction after the game live on my Twitch channel. Just go to twitch.tv/Haverport. The link to my Twitch will be down below, and I'll be doing a live discussion and a live reaction after the said match, But yeah, Chelsea 2, United 2, I think that's how it's going to go down. Bada bing, bada 3 smacks. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.